Dear students of class 9A and 9B, welcome to my history class. Today's topic is the Mughal Empire. Points as I mentioned, please look at it. Administration of Akbar, expansion of the rule of Akbar, reforms of Akbar, foreign policy, policy of equality. First one, administration of Akbar. Akbar introduced a good system of administration in the field of economic prosperity, in the field of educational growth, in the field of social upliftment, in the field of religious practices. Everywhere Akbar contributed a lot. Akbar did not differentiate between low and upper, poor and rich. Everyone was given equal opportunity to be survived. Everyone was allowed to live peacefully during his reign. That's why a good system of administration he introduced. He appointed a number of Rajputs in his administration and allowed them to work independently. They also provided their best services for the all-round development of the country. Totolbal was appointed the land and land revenue minister. He was advised to assess revenue following the system of equality, and so he measured the lands of the peasants and farmers, marking which one was banjar land, fertile lands. The lands produce bulk quantities of crops. So as per the characters of the land, he assessed land revenues. And under the instructions of Akbar, revenue collectors did not make any pressure on the tenants or peasants and farmers during when they faced natural calamities. During that period, Akbar reduced the amount of revenues and cooperated with them. As a result of it, Akbar was able to be a popular leader, popular king, popular emperor of India. He constructed a number of inns for the travelers, constructed a number of charitable institutions, educational institutions. In his administration, a number of ministers were there to assist him during his crisis period. He strengthened his military department, introduced the Mansabdari system, provide zagirs for the military officers. Instead of cash, he allowed them to have zagirs or lands. They were known as zagirdars in his Mansabdari system. So many lands went under the zagirdars, and there was no lands there was no royal land to be given to the zagirdars or mansabdars. But in that problem Akbar did not have to face. Akbar during his presence, during his life, never faced such problems. But after, at the end of the rule of Akbar, at the end of the rule of Jahangir, Shahjahan had to face these problems. Anyway, another point, that is expansion of rule of Akbar. Akbar extended his empire in different parts of India. Before Akbar, it had been the rules for the governors to collect the taxes of their respective provinces, to pay themselves and the balance to the Emperor of Delhi. But Akbar ordered that all taxes should be paid to the royal treasury. That means during the reign of Akbar, the governors could not collect taxes and revenues for their own expenses. They could not spend the collected amount of revenues for their own purpose. But they were supposed to deposit it to the royal treasury of Akbar. This system was introduced by Akbar. As a result of it, in the system of collecting of revenues, there was no problem Akbar faced. Naturally, the economic stability of the country had become more and more strong, and there was no foreign invasion. Everywhere Akbar established cordial relationship with neighboring countries. But those who did not allow Akbar to be a strongest ruler, Akbar took expeditions for them and taught them a good lesson. As a result of it, Kandahar came under his control. As a result of it, Gujarat came under his control. The ruler of Gujarat did not accept the supremacy of Akbar. Akbar took an expedition for Gujarat and defeated the ruler. And to commemorate the victory over Gujarat, he constructed that very great dome, Buland Darwaja at Fatehpur Sikri at Agra. That very dome, Buland Darwaja, is still now glorifying the image of Akbar. It is still now there at Fatehpur Sikri in Gujarat, in Agra. Akbar strengthened the security and sovereignty of the country. That's why he introduced certain reforms. Akbar removed all kinds of superstitions and prejudices. The traditional people practiced old system. Akbar forbade them from doing it. He reduced the age. He, did not support child marriage. Allowed the rich people not to practice the polygamy, more than one wife. Akbar also legalized the system of widow marriage because he was very unsympathetic. He touched the heart of Akbar, and Akbar allowed them to be married and to lead a very happy marriage life. Akbar also allowed the people of India to be educated freely. He introduced a system where all people were given equal respect, equal opportunity. They all were treated equally. For that reason, he set up Ibadat Khana. He invited all the religious saints, heard their views, asked them questions. Religious ceremonies, religious festivals, meetings were held there in the Ibadat Khana. Akbar established a rule for all group of people to be united to come under one umbrella. The religious discussions of the saints of different communities encouraged him a lot. And next one, foreign policy of Akbar. Akbar strengthened the border areas so that no foreign invasion would be happen. As a result, during the reign of Akbar, no one invaded India. No invasions were there. People led a very rich and prosperous life. Everywhere there was peace, solidarity, brotherhood throughout the country. Because his foreign policy gave him a chance to establish trading relations with foreign countries also. A number of traders used to come during the reign of Akbar. Some foreign travelers came to trade with our country, but Akbar imposed many restrictions for them. That's why Dineman, Armenians, Portuguese, they came during the reign of Akbar to trade with our country. Akbar allowed them to trade with our country provided they would have to follow the system of trade, equality. Everywhere there should be discipline, and as soon as they would break it, Akbar would not allow them to trade with this country. And during the time when Akbar allowed them to trade with us, they followed the system introduced by Akbar, paid them trade tax, and also strengthened international trading relations with our country. Akbar introduced the policy of equality. People of different communities of India, they had their rights to enjoy their freedoms, freedom of religion, freedom of liberty, freedom of religion, freedom of education, freedom of speaking, freedom to be judged equally. Everywhere there was no problem for them, and they were treated equally by the king, by Emperor Akbar. During the time when the conservative Muslims were there, Shia Muslims, Akbar exempted the jizya tax which was imposed on the Hindu pilgrims, but Akbar exempted it. Akbar didn't care for the conservative Muslims. Akbar wanted to gain strong support from the Hindus, since India was a country of Hindu majority. That's why he wanted to be a ruler of that very country where Hindus would strongly support him, and as a result of it, he was able to rule this country for about 49 years. The golden era witnessed the rule of the most eminent ruler of India, Akbar the Great, up to this, my dear students. Thank you.